took long ages to unmute. But here we go for round 6 here at Silverstone for the Tier 2 race. Quite a lot of people's home Grand Prix today. Last weekend we didn't see the greatest of races from the Haasers, even though they're one of the fastest drivers on the grid. And it is currently 8:03 PM local time. So first one out of the pits is a Ferrari of, I think so, yes it is. Getting out nice and early on an overcast afternoon in the game. Hopefully we should see some strong qualifying session. It's not hot at all, it's quite cold out here. I think it's only about 12ish degrees in England in the game. Should do well with naming corners here today as well. Newton almost losing it before coming down the Hamilton straight there, but coming through corners 1, 2 and coming up to 3 now. Got very tight there, and you don't want to be touching that red curb on the inside, but he did anyways. Flags, I think everyone just separating before they start their first lap of this qualifying session. And coming through Maggots and Beckett's now come down this back straight. DRS open 104.0 so far. Just got 3 more corners to go. Very tight corners here. You got to make sure you don't spin on on the second to last corner there, and also on the final corner. But coming up to the line, it's a 1:27.9 for Sam Newton in the Ferrari. Hopefully, we might see a performance from the Astons today at their home Grand Prix. So McLaren's as well. But coming up to the line, Parker. 1:29.0. Just need to make sure X or L is based racing. Yep. Oh, I didn't realise Aldrock set a 1:27.9 just behind Sam Newton there. So Sam Newton's got an awfully fast lap. If Aldrock's got a 1:27.9, he has beat him. He's going to be starting his lap now. They're having an invalidated lap. Jacob now at his team's home Grand Prix, coming around the final corner. He is coming up to the line. It's P8 for him. Actually, awfully close between them. Oh, never mind. I got the seconds wrong. What will really close altogether, but. Big Derek now. Lassie. Oh, never mind. He's not a lot. Ace crossing the line 129.0, 29.0 there. Not alright, I guess. Next up to the line will be Dylan Gow. Purple first sector, I think that was. Oh, I'm concentrating. Actually, next time will be Doctor going down Hanger Straight now. Coming down into Stowe. I did not see what his time was for the second sector. 7 people haven't set a lap yet. Probably make it down to 6 now. Coming through Club now. The final 3 corners. He went awfully slow through that corner, but coming around the final corner now, down the Hamilton straight, it wasn't really slow lap from Doctor there. No, I think no. Peach is starting a lap. So we can start that. Lingard's going for a second run on his old tyres. Doctor is actually on a lap with no ERS left. Actually, Aldrox is starting a lap. I don't know if Doctor is. Oh yeah, he is. Coming into Club now. Oh. He's just going to cut that whole thing. Okay. Rike starting his lap right behind Aldrox. Ow. Oh, I didn't realise Warpaint has joined as well. Both McLarens in their out laps. About to start their lap. FJB about to start his lap. I think next up to now will be Big Derek. Nice face chip. Now it's going to be FJB. Oh man, it is going to be big Derek. Coming around the final corner on Hamilton Straight. It's only P7 for him. We have seen him do better performances, but that is his first lap of the session, so I think he can get another one in, so hopefully he can improve on that. Oh, I'm not concentrating, but FJB comes down Hamilton Straight. It's P8 from him. It's a 1:28.6 on the dot for him. And next up to line will be a Ship, his teammate. I think Lewis Mason. Well, that was going to be 20 drivers on the grid. I guess not. A Ship going P7 for him. It's a 1:28.4. I haven't see a person on a lap for a long time. Aldrops might be on a lap here. Not 100% sure though. No, he's not. It's actually going to be a war paint next. Tier 2 reserve. Brown Club now up to the line. For him, it's only going to be P14. It's a 1:29.2 for him. We're going to see an Aston up next. I think we will do. It's going to be Jacob. And everyone's coming to the pits. I think everyone's going to be coming to the pits now and out of the pits for their final run of this session. Also need to keep in mind to keep careful on the pit entry round here. Only a 37 miles per hour pit lane speed limit. And that may cause a few 5-second time penalties. Well, if you're not careful enough. Was on like the SEA is round the final corner up to the line. It's only P8 for him. Don't think he can actually get round in time and box for a new set of softs. He might have to go for another run on an old set. Don't know though. I think he does have enough fuel though. Still got 3 laps in him. think that was Zinc going purple first sector. Got a 1 minute 15 to go now, so everyone will probably start in their laps now for their final runs. I think that was Roswell's final run. That was a 1:28.2. Currently P4 cannot hold on much longer though. I think only 3 people are not going to be making a final run. One of them is Aljox, currently P1, a 1:27.5. That's 4 tenths faster than Sam Newton's time in P2. So we might be secure with that time. Sam Newton coming around the final corner to start his lap. Can he compete with that time? Roswell P2, I think that's his final. No, that was Liverpool P2. It's a 1:27.8. Can well, that will be his final run, definitely. JB and Big Derek also starting their laps. Dellingal next, coming up into club. Around the final corner, up to the line. It's only P4 for him, but I mean it is P4 for him. It's a 1:28.1. Enrique up next in the Alpine. It's P3 for him. It's a 1:27.9. Williams coming in. It's a Roswell A ship invalidating his lap, so that will be his final run. Jacob also invalidating. But Parker is up next to the line. Currently 1:23.0. Jacob spinning there. It don't really matter. Into club now. 2 more corners to go. He's currently P13. He knows he can do better up to the line. It's only P12 for him. We have seen way better performances and laps from him, but that's it. That's all he can do today. Next up is Sam Newton. It's P2 by a 10th there. Just missing out on P1. Next up to line is the Ferrari Big Derek. Only P8. FJB up next. Improving, but not enough to make a position gained. Liverpool is the final driver up to the line, and he wasn't even on a proper lap. But that is your qualifying session over. It's Aljox taking pole, not even needing to go out for another run. But he has set a 1:27.523, and that's just over a 10th quicker than Sam Newton's P2 time. Pretty good qualifying session from the tier 2s. Down in last is going to be Zinc, the Red Bull, and Lewis Mason in the Williams. All not actually setting a lap. But slowest overall is XRL Lewis, who has gone 2.6 seconds slower than Aljox's time in the 1 minute 30s. here we go, all finally lining up. I was on mute for the formation lap, but here we go. For the Silverstone Grand Prix, I'm probably going to be rooting on for Sam Newton this race. And Liverpool, Aljox, I'm not sure what country he's from. He's like Eastern European, I forgot where he's from. But here we go. Amazing camera angle for this start on Sam Newton. I think slightly glitched off this start, hopefully it don't last. But we've got 2 British drivers. I don't know if Enrique is or not, but if it is, we've got 3 British drivers hunting down the Eastern European for the race win. We're all waiting here. Oh, here we go. 1, 2. Oh, he glitched. I couldn't really count down the lights, but I think Sam Newton might have a better start. Never mind. Who is that? That's Peach getting an absolute flyer of a start, and he spins after getting an absolute flyer of a start, making so many places off the start. Aljox already making a 5-second time penalty. I think he didn't get. I think he actually got spun by him. Lewis already retiring on before the end of sector 1 there, and it's a VSC already. And I've got 5 seconds as well with a collision with Warpaint. That is already changed the game out a lot. Aljox is going to have to serve that into a pit, so maybe if there is a safety car he might get saved, but if there's not a safety car he's going to have to serve that 5 seconds. He may get even more, depends what the FIA think after the race, but all we have to predict is what happens on track here. What's happening back there? We've got all bunched up, and that is Jacob with no wing there. Ace Chip left the session, but I think we're gonna go green anytime soon now. Coming to the end of lap 1, that is someone spinning. Liverpool with 5 seconds spinning back, and this race has been flipped on its head instantly. Sam Newton and Liverpool. Zink is now DNF'd in the VSC. Is a full safety car going to come out? It's in the wall at the end. I forgot the corner, and that's a 10-second time. Why is everyone corner cutting? We have gone green, but Sam Newton and Liverpool are both cutting corners. Oh, I think the lobby is glitched. Everyone is ghosted, basically. Okay. Never mind. That was very hectic for no reason. I don't know why I needed to come. Oh, it's going to be a new lobby. And I'm going to mute my mic till I get back. Oh. I forgot there was no formation lap, but here we go for the Silverstone Grand Prix for the second attempt in the row because of the lobby crash from the formation lap glitch. And I think we've made it through quite a lot more cleanly. There is a few people all over the grass back there, but I think we're all okay coming down into turn 3. There's a little bit of contact with Peach and Big Derek back there. There's someone with wing damage. I think that's Peach's end plate coming off. But I think we see Sam Newton and Aldrox getting a little bit away from the pack. But Liverpool, to be honest, is still not that far behind. We might see too wide coming down this corner, and that is a Williams absolutely sending it down on Dylan Gall. They kind of cut him off there. I don't think there was any damage though. I think we're all alright. There is people all over the track there. Oh, what's going on? Mulmer down into dead last. There's someone with no wing. That's Zink's wing missing. And that is FJB down into 17th place. I think has spun. I don't think he's got damage though. Coming down into Maggots and Beckett's now, awfully close between Peach and Parker, between a lap 1 incident with Peach and Big Derek. That might get reviewed and may cause a penalty between one of them two. Now coming down into Stowe. Are we all alright? I think we are. I think we're going to chill out now. And I think that is Sam Newton and Aldrox still going side by side. Already on lap 1, and Sam Newton's gone down round the outside in the final 2 corners. And he's leading this race now. Round the outside into the club is amazing. But don't forget Liverpool and the pack behind him is all over the back of these to battle and for the win. So everyone's just waiting on for one minor mistake to counter on, or one major mistake, and to gain themselves a few more positions. But we see the British driver is now leading this race now. In the red Ferrari, being hunted down by the Haas and the Alpha Tauri. We've seen side by side here with the Alpine of Enrique and Roswell coming down into Cops. Is he going to look for a move? Everyone knows not to be silly after the 2021 season of Max versus Hamilton and what happened there. But now it is going to be a VSC for some sort. Big Derek is out of the session. It's just a VSC though. We see a Ferrari in first, and now we see a Ferrari in last. This might be one of the best Grand Prix we'll ever see. We know Silverstone does not disappoint in anything like that. We have a mixed grid of mediums and soft, medium and hard on this. We do have Zink on soft after pitting for the softs. Didn't originally start on them. But we're just going to stay on board with Sam Newton for now. Everyone's getting really up close with each other for this restart, looking to make a move, get themselves up a few more points in this race. But I think we might go green. Maybe not just yet. All I can judge by is, and we do go green, actually. Guess I was wrong. But Aldrox, look at that straight line speed. I think he does have the lower wings for this race, Aldrox does. But let's find down this straight with the slipstream. I'm gonna have to go put my laptop on charge. I'm gonna stay on board with Aldrox. Aldrox still behind Sam Newton here. Just wait him at his pace. He knows there's no point battling. He might as well go for the long game. And just keep it consistent and just try and win. Save his tyres, be as fast as possible during the end part of the race. Because he knows he's the faster driver. So... Oh, I'm concentrating. Sink does set the fastest lap of the race. Coming down into Maggotts and Beckett's now. Absolutely beautiful to see these cars come through here. Are we going to see a run down into Stowe here? From Aljox. 6/10 back. Maybe see it from Liverpool instead. Maybe not. We're all a bit separated. Just closing that gap on Sam Newton now. Just waiting for the right opportunity to pounce on them. Sam Newton setting the fastest lap of the race though. Do have 2 DRS zones around this track. They're not awfully long either, so couldn't get a move, but you have to be quite close on the exit to even be somewhat close to making the move. But I mean, we're all separating out now, and Sam Newton does look like he has this race pace a bit more ahead of Aljox's. They are both on the same tyres. Everybody coming through cops now. May see Sam Newton get out the DRS zone here as well, and he might be able to get on with his own race. KRL Lewis after picking himself up a 3-second time penalty. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 people already got time penalties, and Sam Newton and Jacob here actually on a little bit of a battle. Jacob has been showing himself off a bit more this season, and Warpaid, the tier 2 reserve, also might be able to contend for a seat. Aljox just sticking into that into the DRS zone. But, I mean, he has just gained 3/10, but he has used a bit of DRS there. Lovely camera angle for coming down the Hanger Straight now, coming down into Stowe. 8/10 now. He actually is slightly gaining Aljox, but Liverpool is slowly starting to fall back from these two. May not be contending into this race, but we never know. We are really early on into this race. We are lap 6 out of 26, so anything could still happen. I think FJB picking himself a position on Mulmer back there. Mulmer not having the greatest of races like usual. He is usually fine. Usually for first, or mainly podiums, but today he's down into 14th, which is not very good for him. Aljox has been using a bit more ERS during the last lap or so, and he is now closing down the gap because he realises he needs to stay in that DRS zone to gain that bit more time every single lap, just cutting away at it and lose Liverpool and maybe run his own race, hopefully. Aljox realising he does have to use a bit more ERS than you would like. He has used 40% in 2 laps, which will eventually cut down quite quickly in this very long race to go. Maybe next Formula 1 game, as we've seen 35% races instead of the original 50. So, I don't know, maybe we'll see 35% race, maybe a 35% race tier for a short sprinter. And the heat off the track there, kind of look like Aljox was kind of floating, but see, are we catching up to lap cars? It's only lap 8. I think we are. It's Zing losing time heavily, pitting once again, 32 seconds behind Haas. He's only at club. And Zing will be getting. That actually might help Sam Newton in for the DRS. Sam Newton will have DRS down the hanger straight to bring him along. But, I mean, both of them now, Aljox and Sam Newton, starting to run low a little bit on ERS. Still, they both don't know what ERS each other are on. But you never know. At this rate, Sam Newton's going to be the first one to run out of ERS at this rate. So only on 25% left. And just to make sure he looks, he still looks strong in this race, he's got to keep it above 10%. And stop the flashing on the back of his car. Show he's not low on ERS, but he will have to keep on using ERS to stay in front of Aljox. Let me just see what this is. Sam Newton is now overtaken Zink, so we will not have any more DRS to carry him along. It did save him for a straight, 2 straights then, saved some ERS. Onto Aljox. We might have to use a bit more ERS again. We're now making a 5-second gap now to Liverpool. Moving on to lap 10 now. We only have 16 laps left of this race. Dinengo picking himself up a 3-second time penalty. Jacob picking himself up a 3-second time penalty as well. Jacob up to 12 seconds in penalties. And that is, I think that's Lewis spinning, yeah. Back there. Lewis spinning on the exit of Stowe. My driver is not doing too well, seeing I've just signed him. Moving into the 1 second gap now between Aldrox and Sam Newton. Can he just keep it in front? May use a little bit of ERS down here to just keep him out of that DRS. We'll find out very, very soon when we come to the detection line. He's just in it. So, oh, never mind, he is behind the Aston Martin still. Never mind, he will keep this DRS going. What happens when he gets past this Aston Martin? But that might not be for a bit. Aston Martin will have DRS off of Sam Newton as well. Oh, we've seen a little bit of battle here. We're going 3 wide here, almost, with Enrique Dillon and Roswell making contact. Peach sitting behind this. Is a full-way fight for P4 here. Liverpool has got away from them. That is spinning with war paint there on in club there. This might be the fight to watch here. For P4, we've got a 3 seconds, a 6 seconds, a 6 seconds, and a 3 seconds. Coming down into Brooklands and then Luffield. Oh, we actually can see some moves. They are falling a little bit away from each other, but we are seeing Dylan Gow and Peach and Parker looking in for a little bit of action as well. They have fell back a little bit, coming past Woodcote and up to Cops now. And awfully slow there, Dylan Gow, and that might be Peach looking for a move, looking around the outside into, and that's a switchback from Dylan Gow. They're still side by side. In Maggis and Beckett, they make contact, they're pushing in wide, but we're still side by side coming down the Hanger Street, down into Stowe. Oh, we're going to see 3 wide down into Stowe here. We're just like a triangle here. That is Parker making a move, but they're still side by side with Dylan Gow. Does get the better exit though, he's just there, and we're seeing some people box now. Getting away from this action and trying to get some clean air, not lose too much time in the long run. But we might still see a little bit of a battle going off with Dylan Gow and Parker. Parker does not have a penalty just yet, and Dylan Gow has 6 seconds penalties. I didn't realise Aldrox must have made a mistake. He's behind Liverpool by 2 seconds. And now Sam Newton is leading this race by 6.7 seconds now. I'm going to have to keep on watching this battle. We are still seeing some side-by-side action. It is a Red Bull. Sam is making some contact there. And that's a full safety car. That's hands out in the middle of the track. There's debris all over the track. I don't know how he's DNF from that. He must have hit someone very, very hard to take his wheel out. But that is the first safety car. And that is Sam Newton coming in to the pits. Make sure he doesn't speed. Got him very nicely there. His 7.2 second gap is now fully closed down, and it will be about a 10th. What is the Ferrari, the Haas, and the AlphaTauri boxing for? Sam Newton boxing for the softs. We have 13 laps to go. I don't think that's the right call. FJB speeding into the pit lane there. Oh, never mind. We are seeing a lot of people. Well, that is Aldrox pitting for the hard. But Liverpool and Sam Newton boxing for the set of softs here. Both going very aggressive. We are seeing hard runner, a medium runner, medium runner, a medium runner, and another Alpine of Parker boxing for a set of softs. He does not have a penalty yet, so that might not be too bad for him. McLaren hards, Ace mediums. Now we're going to see the Alfa Romeo Peach now. He fell back by quite a bit I don't know what from. He's boxing for a set of mediums. And I'm thinking Aston's going to be boxing for a set of mediums. Actually, Peach did have wing damage, so that is a new fresh wing for him also. Getting back out on track. And that might give Lewis Mason, Doctor and Sink a bit of time back and actually get into this fight. I'm going to stay on mute for a few laps till the safety car comes in. Be a second. Well, here we go. For the restart. Rain in about 5-ish minutes. Do have 10 laps left of this race on the restart. Anything could happen. Lewis's war paint has spun already and it's not even when we restarted. But Sam Newton getting a massive start there. Very nice from him. We're all really close together with Enrique and Molma. I'm getting a bit hot. And that is Pete Spin on the start. Oh, we're going to see some lap 1 moves. That is Enrique. Actually, no, Molma did make a move on Enrique, but Enrique is still over the back of Molma. Molma and Enrique in a Mercedes sandwich as well. They have been showing a little bit more dominance this race as well. So we might see some moves. Jacob picking himself up at 3 seconds. He has now got 15 seconds in penalties. 1.4 second gap between Aldox and Liverpool, and a 1.5 second gap between Liverpool and Sam Newton. Oh, we see some moves are missing out, and it's side by side, and that is Enrique out of the Silverstone Grand Prix, making contact, and that is another safety car. Oh, we're seeing people just coming in. A few people would have missed out on that. And that's FJB going awfully slow into the pits. And he's disqualified. He's got disqualified. Back in the pit lane. For war paint. Very, very stupid move there. From FJB. But I guess I'm going to go on mute whilst we wait for the restart to come again. Still Sam Newton and Liverpool on the softs. Might see a few more people on the softs. And soon as I go mute, I have just seen rain, and that's quite heavy rain quite soon. So might get a bit mystery, and I think actually people who boxed then might have made the wrong decision for boxing. They've came out on the softs and rain has came out instantly on them. we go. I got my mic open now. That is Jacob here for some reason. But here we go. We've got 6 laps of racing here in the wet now. It's fully intermediate conditions. Let's go. And that is Momo with 3-second time penalty, and that's Aljox spinning round. And that's his hopes and dreams out the window. And we're going to see some moves down into Brooklyn's here. St. Peach, Roswell and Doctor all battling for it, and we've got a few more up the field battling down into Cops. Liverpool is not giving up on this win here. The 2 British drivers that we thought we weren't going to see them win, and we thought it was going to be an Aljox clear win. It's all flipped on its head in the final few laps of this race, and it's now Liverpool versus Sam for this win still of their home Grand Prix. Who's going to come out on top? We don't know. It might be a 2nd and 3rd finish for the Alpha Towers. Mom has brought it back through the pack, been down to 14th at one point, even lower I think. He's up into 3rd now. Because Liverpool and Sam Newton do not have penalties, and that is yellow flags of a spin of Zink. And we're seeing side by side with Dylan Gall and Dr. 7. Zink has DNF from the session. Are we going to see a safety car? We do not know. But Dylan does get the better exit and keeps that position for himself. A ship in P4 now. Aljox out of the race. Just DNFing into the pits. He is not going to be very happy with this performance, and it's all been flipped on his head. And these 3 are all pulling away from this pack now. Ace Ship holding everybody up. Actually, no man, he's actually pulled a bit of a gap. It's actually Parker who's holding everybody up. Still got them yellow flags in sector 1, it doesn't really matter though. Side by side with XRL Lewis and Roswell. Down into Cops, this might be risky in the wet. Are we going to see a switch back from Lewis, and they make contact, and he doesn't spin. He was awfully close though. He has set him back a few tenths, and that is Peach picking himself up a place because of that incident, and he's rear-ended him as well. Not too bad at least. None of them are spun, but look at that straight line speed from Lewis coming down into Stone. Never mind, he's really gone slow in the last little bit of that. But we are seeing 3 people planning this out for P6, and that's spinning. That's Lewis rear-ending Peach. I can't speak, my throat's dry. I think that is Lewis's fault, and he will be getting a penalty from that, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, Ace pulling out from 1.7 seconds there from Parker, and might be on his way to get a P4 in this race. We've got 4 laps left of this race now. Liverpool and Sam Newton hardly even fighting this out. Sam Newton might be on just a free winner at this moment in time. We do only have 12 drivers. We started with 19 down to 12. 2 people getting disqualified from this race. Not very good from them. Ooh, a little bit choppy from Sam Newton there. Actually, getting awfully close to kind of spinning. Actually, Molma is slightly actually catched up on him. Yeah. But he still does have that 6 seconds in penalties. 3 laps after this race. We are going awfully slow because of this rain. We see some moves on. Go side by side and make contact, and that is Lewis hitting him and spinning him round. Pretty sure that's a penalty for Lewis once again. Seeing he's my driver, don't know, I might have to drop him at this rate, seeing that performance. Sam Newton picking himself off the 3-second time penalty. That is definitely not what he wants when it's coming down to the final 3 laps of this race for the win. That might be Sam Newton's hopes and dreams out the window. But that just means he has to keep on pushing for this win now. Just to push as hard as he can now, using up that ERS to make sure he does get away from that 3 seconds, just in case Liverpool does not get a 3 seconds. Roswell, 3-second time penalty from him. They won't bump himself up to 9 seconds. I actually might see a move on Liverpool here from Molma, but that will not be helping Liverpool's chances of winning this race. Oh, Parker getting a massive tank slapper. He's still sliding all over the place, and that has made Peach get through quite easily there. Bumping himself up to P8. Two laps left. Sorry, I've not been commentating, I'm just watching Sam Newton drive. Now he comes on to his final lap of this race now. At this moment in time, it is looking Liverpool's way. he has to just stay in that second. That's Jacob picking himself with a 3-second time penalty. But all Liverpool has to do is stay in that second and not pick up the 3 seconds, and that is all his win. I just hope Malmo does not interfere with this race. Personally, at this point in time, I would be using every last bit of that ERS just to stay ahead. It really does need to. Might as well use all of it. What's the point having a full batch of ERS when you need this race? Just use every last bit of it. And to be honest, he's only got one sector left really, so he might as well just use all of it down on the straight. There we go, there he is. He's using every last bit of it, but I mean, it's only 2.2. 2.3. He did lose him a little bit there, but I don't think it's going to be. Sam Newton coming around the final corner now, unluckily picking up that 3 seconds from track limits. But it's going to go Liverpool's way. It's the AlphaTauri on top. It's a 1-3 for AlphaTauri overall. Amazing drive from both of the British drivers. It's a 1-2 for them. Very good drive. There, Aldrup's DNF in there, giving up in the pits. Very unlucky from him. But XRL Lewis bumping us up for P6 over penalties. Ace Chip getting a really good performance in there. P4 bringing it back in the wet sprint there. And next up time is going to be Jacob and Lewis Mason. Just missing out on the points, but amazing drive from everyone today. We're very good racing. As we see, the AlphaTauri on top of Liverpool. Missed the W with another W. Very nice drive on this top step of that podium. Sam Newton did pick up the fastest lap though with a 1:30.4, so that is 19 points for him. Not too bad. But your point scorers are going to be Liverpool, Sam Newton, HK Molmer, Ace Chip, Roswell, Lewis, Dylan Gout, Dr. Peach, Parker. I just made that sound bad, but that is your top 10 for today's Silverstone Grand Prix here in Tier 2. Thank you and good night.